drove you to pick climbing to the top of a tree and taking a picture at the top?
Well, climbing a tree has a very child-like wonder to it. But I feel like that activity is something that it gets lost in your adulthood. You don't have time for climbing trees anymore. So really, I think what we wanted to do was recapture the experience in a way, and just hold on to that little bit of childhood that we still have left. Upon arriving at the park that day, both of us realized that this task would be harder than we first anticipated, as both of us failed our first attempts at climbing the tree.
Holy shit. Oh, oh.
For the most part, just kind of went to the park that day to find one. We felt that, like, if we pre-selected it, like, a few days before the shoot, that it would kind of remove that childlike fun that we could get out of it, because there's just something fun about going into a place that you're not familiar with, and you see a tree, you're just like, ooh, I bet I can climb that one. And then even if you couldn't climb it, or it's too high, and you fail, you're still like, well, it was worth a shot. And then you look over, you're like, ooh, what about that one? And it's just kind of like this fun game of finding the right tree.
When we found the right trees, it was smooth sailing to the top and lots of fun. Since we haven't climbed a tree necessarily in a while, and we're not necessarily the most fit people, we knew that the task was going to be a little bit harder than it was a few years ago. So we needed to set out an exercise regimen and follow that. Just sit ups, push ups, core strength, upper body strength. Tell me, what was going through your mind as you were climbing the tree?
Well, initially I was, of course I'm a little frightened because there's like the thrill of climbing the tree of like, oh, I could fall and really hurt myself if I make one wrong step. And so it was just that like nice burst of adrenaline. And then I finally got to the height that I wanted to get that I felt was safest. And yeah, then I strategically had placed my phone in the breast pocket of my coat, and I propped myself up against the tree, reached in, found what I believed to be a decent picture, and I took it. And we have both video evidence and the picture itself to prove that. So it was great. I felt like a kid again.